Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Colton, and in today's video I want to talk about a very interesting camera that I recently picked up. It's been sitting on my shelf for a little bit, but I finally got the energy up to photograph with this camera. I'm super excited because it may be the coolest Nikon camera that I have ever shot with, and that is the Nikon Coolpix 995. This is a camera that essentially has two connected modules that allow you to rotate the module with the lens and sensor while being able to hold the grip that has the buttons and LCD in whatever position is most comfortable or most feasible for the shot. This means that if you want to shoot really high or really low, you can adjust that grip so that you can still see the LCD no matter what angle the camera is positioned in. And that is a really cool idea that kind of predates maybe the tilting LCD screen. And it works really well. I've taken a few shots. I'm not really going to share a whole bunch, if any, on this particular video. I'll do a follow-up video where I'll show a bunch of images that I've taken with this camera. But just in the few that I have taken, it's been a very comfortable and intuitive, genuine experience using this camera. It's one of those where the design elements make sense. They feel well thought out. And this is from an era, the early 2000s, even the late 90s, where camera manufacturers were having a lot of fun experimenting with what a digital camera could be, what it could look like. And there are a lot of design concepts that came out that were kind of gimmicky at the time and definitely gimmicky by today's standards. Maybe didn't quite actually make sense, but just looked interesting or cool. But this is one where it looks interesting and cool, but it also makes so much sense why it would be designed this way. And I think one of the coolest features of this camera is also possibly one of its most forward-thinking features. And that is the fact that the camera module can rotate towards you, and I just opened up the flash, but it can rotate towards you so that you can see yourself in the LCD and basically go into selfie mode and be able to take pictures of yourself, your friends, whatever. You could even, theoretically do it in portrait mode, and the software will recognize that the lens has been flipped towards you, and it will reorient the image so that you're not upside down. So good, thoughtful software to back it up. But yeah, the fact that you could go into selfie mode and take pictures of yourself is so forward thinking for the time. Like, we didn't even have smartphones yet. Selfies were maybe kind of a thing, but they weren't a huge thing like they are today. So this is a really interesting design element from Nikon in relation to that. I also love how on the side it says Coolpix in two different orientations, so that no matter which angle you flip this lens module into, it'll still say Coolpix. You'll still be able to read it. It won't look like it's, not supposed to be that way. So really smart design. I think the quality that is built into this is also seemingly pretty high. So even though it's only 3 megapixels, you're actually getting some high quality, sharp lens. The lens itself is even threaded. So if you have a 28mm filter, you could add that onto the front of this camera, which is really cool. It makes me wonder if maybe it came with some lens adapters that maybe could make it go wider angle or more telephoto, something of that nature. So I'm going to be excited to shoot with this camera. I don't have a ton of images for this video, but that is also a benefit, because if you all would like to see certain things shot with this camera, let me know in the comments below, or if you have used this camera before or one of the predecessor models, let me know of any tips or tricks that you have found in shooting with it. I'll mainly be shooting friends, probably when we go out to bars or nightclubs or whatever we're doing. I'll bring this along if I can and shoot those images, and then any places I go during the day, I'll shoot with as well. But if you want to see some specific stuff, let me know. I may also, just for the fun of it, try to do some candy shots on this camera just to see what the experience is like. But yeah, that is today's video. It's the Nikon Coolpix 995, initial thoughts and just sort of a moment to geek out about the thoughtful and interesting design of this particular camera. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button. I do post videos every single week, so that will keep you in the know for when the next video comes out. But otherwise, for now, I'm Colton. I'll see you in the next one.